There's something weird that happens in these studios. You know, I'm Chris Cody. I'm generally on that side, and that's my comfort zone. When I get into this, when we sit in these other chairs, I start to feel like the person that normally sits in this chair. I'm like Dan right now. I'm feeling very in control and in charge.
Anxious?
I want to send someone to the penalty box. I want to send someone to the pool. It just comes with this chair. Do you feel like Greg Cody right now, Lucy?
I always kind of feel like an old man, so I don't really think the chair is adding anything to that.
Or Darth Amin, too. I mean, it could be either or.
I mean, Roy's just saying, buh.
Buh.
We got a lot of stuff to get to today. Welcome to Mystery Crate. Hey! We're all supposed to.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, Mystery Crate.
Woo! Still on my shit.
Woo! Woo! I want to stay on the chair thing for a second before
Okay.
we get to all the topics. I know we're going to get to Jeremy's story, New York story in a second.
Yeah, I got that. Ready to go.
That's very exciting. There is something, because I feel like I've played the most musical chairs when it comes to sitting in different seats.
Yeah. You're in the Billy chair right now. How's it feel?
Right. I feel good. And I'm standing, so I'm not really getting the full power of, or the anti-power of whatever seat I'm sitting in.
I kind of rather be back there because I like standing when I do stuff.
So you cut me off to tell me that you like standing?
Yeah, we're together and stand.
What about when you wipe?
Sitter. So listen.
Kind of a squatter.
That's weird.
That's
No, you know, you get up a little bit.
No, that's
check
crazy.
yourself out.
So
What's going on back there at the undercarriage?
Wow.
Every time you sit in a chair, it almost is like you feel the power, or you become the character that sits in that same chair.
You're just going to start combining words if you sit in that chair that I usually sit in next to the Billy.
True. I never sit in that one.
I know.
Billy
I'm
chair,
either in
fair.
my chair, in Billy's chair, Roy's chair. Twice I've been in that mic chair.
Whoever the fuck.
Yeah. Well, no, you're good, Jeremy.
No, it's Mystery Crate, Jeremy.
All right, so
Oh God, it's so much better when you guys can just curse and I don't have to worry about
I'm
it.
going to...
Not for me, though.
I'm going to a comedy
Oh,
show.
sorry.
I'm going to see Sebastian Maniscalco
Good
this
show.
weekend. And it got me thinking, because I'm not that excited.
Aww.
And I think I will be once I'm there. I'm excited. I've never seen him before. It got me thinking, what are the live things that we go watch? Concerts, movies not live, I get it, but it's something you go watch. A concert, a theater, a play. Like, what do we get the most? Sports.
Yeah.
What do we get the most? Like, when you're driving to all these things, what are you the most excited for?
Concerts,
Yep.
probably.
I think concert
Me too.
is... And is stand-up comedian, like, the least? Because I was thinking I'd wake
A
up
play
to
is
today.
the least.
Yeah, play
Yeah,
some
that's
least.
true.
Sports
Or
can be
That's for you.
Sports can be the least because if
you get it
you're,
so much.
No, just if it's like a big game, you get anxiety. Like if you go into Game 7 of like the NBA Finals, you're not really having a good time because you're worried. You're
think
like
this
you
is a
have
great
anxiety.
point.
Yeah, it's not really fun. It's fun when you win.
See, to me, the pre-game is fun. I'm
Correct.
having fun. It's like once we're getting into the game and like it's the fourth quarter, then I get nervous. But like I'm not driving to a finals heat game and like, oh man, I'm just so nervous. Like I'm just indifferent, I think.
I don't know. I feel like if the stakes are there with the right team in the right situation, where you know, especially given what we do, where you know, like, oh man, I've put myself out there not only as a fan of this team, but with takes.
I see you.
I can tell you, it's pretty anxiety riddled driving into some of those events in a way that driving to a concert wouldn't be, right? Like as long as the concert happens, you know you're ending up on the winning side of it. There's no downside. So maybe the ultimate like spike of whatever that could be of what the sporting event could provide you isn't there. But I feel like not having to deal with that anxiety is the plus.
You know what gets me excited? Going to theme parks.
Theme parks.
Yeah. No matter how
Good
many
one.
times I've been to Universal Studios, when I'm walking right, especially onto Adventure, like you walk through that thing where it's like Adventure begins here. I get a little bit of I'm excited. I get
little
to be
jolt?
I get to be a kid for 10 minutes before the Incredible Hulk makes me want to throw up.
Roy,
'cause-
what gets your juices flowing?
Not much, man. I just go out. I watch these games for the job. Like I don't go to concerts.
Oh shit! You were
What do you do for
genuinely
fun, Roy?
excited about
What do you do for
hockey.
fun, Roy?
I don't do much for fun. I work and I go home.
No, what is something? Just stop with that. Just stop with that.
I'm telling you the truth.
What is something that you're on your way driving to? Maybe it's a nice dinner. Maybe it's maybe out for some cocktails with a friend.
Alcohol and food. Yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
obviously, yeah.
when are you going somewhere
you happy?
and you're like, I'm really excited about this?
I haven't really had much outside of the
Panthers
postseason.
I was going to say those games. You had to go to those.
Yeah, but
excitedly.
that's too far rare in between now. But yeah, I mean, it would have to be the Panthers and hopefully the Marlins this season.
I love how you're just like, I'm not that. I don't get happy.
There's nothing that I drive to that makes me happy.
Panthers have to make the Stanley Cup final
Yeah.
for me to have just the slightest bit of, yeah, this is fine.
I have a problem
And
with
then it's
joy.
anxiety. You have a problem with joy?
Yeah, just like Dan
Dan.
said earlier this week.
Let's do it right now. Just get really happy. Let's see what it looks like. Zoom in on, there you go. Take Roy, get tight on him, and then just be happy right now. Go. There you go. That's a good start. That's a good
Early
start.
lights.
You have a great smile.
You do. Come on, Roy. Don't make me tickle you because I will.
I will punch you.
Give me that belly.
Roy will
Give me
never
that belly.
smile.
Come
He
here.
will never smile again.
Give me that belly.
Oh, we're going back to.
Man.
You know what's another thing that I get excited for is driving to a vacation, whether it be driving to Orlando to go to the theme parks, like Mike said, or driving to the airport.
That might be the
going
best
to a
answer.
vacation.
Of everything we're talking about, vacation.
parks.
I've talked about how I love the day before vacation more than the last day of vacation, just because you have it all in front of you. There's nothing better than that.
There's two types. I'm going on a vacation and you get the feeling from work where like, wow, like when you're leaving work.
Oh, that last, yes.
This is
that
the
Thursday
most-
Chris feeling.
Yeah, man, it's like this is the most possible time before more work. So that's the first time. The second one is when you actually arrive on vacation, which I don't arrive until like my plane hits the gate and like I'm walking out the airport. And then I see like a different surrounding.
No, not
then
till
I
you
get excited.
Not till you get to the hotel or the Airbnb.
Yeah, the destination.
That's when you've arrived.
Because when you're in the airplane, you can't wait to get off. It's like, oh, this is crap.
Got to find an Uber.
Yeah, you got to get there. Like you put your bag down and you hear this like relief of like, we're going to the bar. And then,
Yep.
there you go.
Oh,
Yep.
love it.
My issue with referring to that is that I struggle to disconnect from work until I'm like really forcing myself to.
You're such a hard worker,
So-
Jeremy. Jeez. I mean, where's this button? Let me find this thing. Where's
All right, you know what? Never mind. I won't continue this segment. You go ahead.
You get it, Jeremy. You can't turn it off. You're a worker. You're a
That's
workaholic.
a mean thing to do to Jeremy. Man.
What did I
Nailed it.
Jeez.
What was that?
Oh, what was that voice?
Billy's here.
Billy from left.
Play it
field.
again.
Nailed it.
Oh, I miss Billy's voice, not him.
What do you think
I miss
Billy's
his voice?
Should we call Billy?
Billy's not having
think he'll
fun.
pick
right
up?
now.
Billy is
He's
pretty
not gonna
busy.
pick
I
right now.
texted Billy for the first time to congratulate him for being a father and all that. And then he texted me that it's hard because his older daughter is acting like a baby again because she sees the baby doing things. So she
Yep.
wants to do baby things,
Yep.
not grown up girl things.
What is the way
sad.
to
He's not having a good
text
time.
a friend, a coworker, of the way Tony did? Of like, just I want to reach out to Billy.
Let me see what I actually text
You know,
Billy.
my way is, how are Mama and the baby doing?
Oh, good one.
That is the standard.
Yeah,
All my
forget about
friends,
Daddy.
coworkers, it's like, hey, how's it going? How are Mama and the baby doing? That's my go-to when I'm checking in on a friend who just had a baby. And everyone's looking at their phone right now.
Oh, my
I
bad.
don't
I
have
actually
any
didn't
friends
text him.
near having children.
I just say, I just
Oh,
say
to be
congrats.
25.
I didn't text him happy fatherhood or whatever. What would you say? Happy
Just
congratulations.
Congratulations.
congrats. Well,
Congrats.
I did our congrats. There was a group text when Billy revealed to
Yeah,
all of us in a
right,
group
right.
text. That's where I hit him with the congrats, gave him a day or two, and then I hit him on the side of just, hey, how's it going? How are Mama and the baby doing?
First you go, congrats on the sex,
Right.
right? Because obviously,
Congrats on the sex is a big one. I have a topic later in this for just things that annoy me when people say. That's
So-
one of them. I'm not
Can
a
we
big,
congrats on no?
not a big congrats on
Foreshadowing.
the sex guy. I also don't like when people say me likey.
That's terrible.
But we're going
right
to
on
save
that
that.
one.
That's for later.
Yeah, I'll
right?
save
Yeah, that's for later.
Save
That's
it for
way
later.
too
Don't-
much.
So
don't
what
give
I
it away.
texted Billy, I sent him a screenshot of a song, and I asked him top 10 reggaeton song ever. That was the intro.
And what'd he
text.
say?
He said, "Yep." And poor Angel and Chris made pennies for sure. Ven Bailalo is the song, by the way, top 10 reggaeton song ever, and that's how the conversation started.
Right.
But me and Billy have a different relationship.
Sure do.
I'm going to call Billy right now.
Oh,
He's
great.
not going to answer
Why?
because
Why can't I call Billy?
no, call him.
No,
I'm
but
telling you, he's not going
I'm
to answer.
not. I don't like on the. It says Billy Gill. I don't have the option to.
Call him, and then if he doesn't call, I'll call him, and then if I don't pick up, then Jeremy will call him, and
Wow.
then Roy will
So
call
I'm
him.
going first
and
on
then,
this.
and then
I'm
she
not
like,
calling
and
him.
then,
Okay,
and
the-
then Lucy will call him.
The company
I need
imploded.
his
Why are they
number,
calling me?
but I'll call him.
Exactly, and then we'll go ask whoever's out there. Lewis, we'll get Kristen to call him. He'll pick up.
I'm not calling him.
I'm calling.
He's not going to answer.
I think he'll answer.
I hope he doesn't. He should take his time off.
He'll be like,
No, I know. Am I bothering? Is
he's
this
going to be like,
No, we're calling to see
you
how
are,
he's doing.
You are bothering him, yes.
It's just gonna be quick. It's just gonna be like, hey, Mr. Cray wants to say hi, and then he'll be like, hey guys, and then that's it. We'll say
He'll
bye.
probably just hang up.
He's not gonna answer.
he's not answering.
If you don't answer in the first 5, like,
You're not.
who answers at this point?
Unless you're running to the phone.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was a good try. Now we can tease that Billy was maybe on the show today.
Yeah, we'll give him one call a segment. See how that works.
Yeah.
One call
you're
a
next.
segment.
Yeah, it's only 4 calls. I mean, 4 segments. I'm next. I got him loaded up.
How's this going?
How's it going?
Oh, there's Jeremy. He's still on strike, I think. He's joining the SAG and the whatever other.
Oh,
people.
you're mad at me,
you're in the
Jeremy?
union?
I was
Yeah, the
It's just
union,
a
the union,
joke.
the Teamster union
It
thing.
was like it was.
What's the other thing? Is it WGA?
yeah,
the
Writers
Writers Guild and the Screen Actors
What is it,
Guild.
Jeremy?
I love Jeremy being mad at me because he's the nicest guy. Like I'm an asshole. If you get Jeremy mad at
Nah, he was rubbing in the Tahoe stuff. You
he
deserve
was.
it.
Mhm.
Needed.
I don't
slice.
know what you're talking about. Man.
There we
That
go. We
was
got him back.
really
Now he's
We got him
talking.
back, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen.
I should have been in Tahoe.
Oh god.
I'm sure you could ask everybody. And he would all
Everybody,
say, "That should've been
everybody
in
on the
Tahoe."
show, other than me, should have been in Tahoe, and yet
Well, I haven't been yet.
somebody thrived.
I haven't been yet. I'm the only one that hasn't been yet of all the producers.
We've
Not
seen-
true.
I don't
Billy
count.
Billy hasn't gone. Jess hasn't gone.
Okay, then
We've
I'm
seen
the
your-
third person.
Lucy hasn't gone.
We've seen your golf swing though, Roy.
Roy, you would have
Who said
shanked a
that?
couple hard.
Who said I was going to go and golf?
That's the whole point.
Then
of
what'd
the
you go
trip.
do?
Done.
I would have drank just like I drink here locally. I would have drank there.
So they would have
now.
paid for
Would
you to
you
go
have
over
been
there and
excited?
drink.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
mean,
how-
they usually
We did do a lot of drinking.
I don't know if it works that way. though.
Roy's wearing a shirt about the bear. It's like a bear shirt from the show, and
nice.
let's not do spoilers. I'm only 4 episodes in to the first season. Way too frantic for me so far. I'm gonna stick with it, but it's like I've worked in restaurants. It's not that frantic in there. Like every scene is just like, what are you talking about? Give it. It's just like, oh my god, my head is spinning watching this show.
The entire thing feels like an A24 movie. Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Uncut Gems. Robert Pattinson did an A24 movie that I can't remember. Good Time. That's also like right from the jump. You're just stressed out and running around and don't know what to do. And that's what The Bear feels like. And I kind of like it.
I'm gonna stick with it, but it's just okay for me so
It's
far.
a good show. It is a little
it
over
is
the
a good
top
show.
on the frantic.
I worry that not only over the top on the frantic, but that this is going to be one of those shows that's so over the top on the hype in the first couple of seasons that everybody who watched it that didn't expect to love it, loved it, and so told all of us, oh, you have to watch this. And then everybody's going to sit down and potentially get disappointed. I think it's amazing, but I can understand somebody who's like, this is supposed to be like the greatest show ever.
Thank you, producer. That's another thing I hate about the show. Why do we have to say chef every time? Thank you,
Oh,
chef.
chef is important
chef.
though.
Thank you,
Chef is
chef.
important. You gotta say
It's a
chef.
term
Chef.
of
Thank you,
endearment.
producer. Thank you, producer.
Thank you, producer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, producer.
Thank you, producer.
Thank you, producer.
Thank you, producer.
You know what?
Behind.
Wait.
Corner.
Let's go to break.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, producer. Okay, I was going to go one way with this segment. I'll go back to it, but we are like having like a Kermit off here
Yeah.
between Chris Cody and Tony.
Tony swears his Kermit's
No,
good.
I didn't say mine was good.
Chris
I said
Cody has the best Kermit the Frog I've ever heard.
You
We
seemed
sure about that?
like
Yeah.
you were offended when I was like, that was not good.
because it's Let
Let me hear it. A little too high pitched.
Okay. Again, I just got a tooth redone, so my tongue is hitting my tooth. It's
Wow.
weird. Yeah, I don't know. You ready?
Yep.
God, by the way, when I did the cannonball in the second time,
Oh, water got
so
in
much
your nose?
water got in my nose.
The other,
Oh,
and
wow.
you're still dealing with it 2 days later.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
Unbelievable.
Are you ready?
Blow your nose, man. Oh, not in here.
Oh, it's not bad.
Lay out, Roy.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, that's not good.
Lay out.
Okay.
Sounds like my daughter attempting to do a Kermit the Frog.
Kermit
Kermit
the Frog.
the Frog here.
Oh, Chris's is so good.
This
Like,
is really, really good.
Okay.
Frog.
Okay.
are you limited though? Can you only do that?
Well, I mean, I can kind of do some random stuff. I'm trying to think of what my impressions are. I used to do Tim Kirkchin.
I used to do a good Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
But yeah, wow. Which
Yeah,
that's really all I could do.
Not terrible.
Yeah.
Not great though.
No,
I'm
but
gonna be
your
honest.
Kermit is like, whoa,
Yeah.
mind-blowingly good.
Lucy, you have any impressions that you do?
No, I was so nervous to start working here because I was like, that's the one thing I cannot do.
right,
and
perfect.
everybody
So go
has
ahead.
these voices.
Yeah.
So-
Roy, what do you do?
Kermit the Frog here, live from Middlelock Media Studios here in Miami, across the street from the
You
Casino
sound like
Center.
Yeah,
you sound
Roy's
like,
imp-
you sound like Kermit the Frog coming through a transition.
Roy's
radio.
impressions are always
Yeah.
pretty terrible.
It's like
That was
Kermit the
not
Kiss
Frog.
my ass, man. What's my-
That's not bad though.
It's like if Kermit the Frog were like an old time newspapery person.
Yeah,
is what I was
exactly.
getting
I can do
at.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, that was the
Like-
character
like-
on Sesame Street.
oh,
It's a
Fresco.
good show. I love
That's a
that
good
show.
Coolidge.
Oh.
That was discovered.
She's always
here.
like, oh, come on.
I want you to say the Germans are advancing on France in your Kermit voice.
The
Right.
Germans are advancing.
Advancing on France in Kermit voice. She says it sounds like an old newspaper guy, so
The Germans are advancing on France in World War II.
a little bit. Whoa.
It's not good.
No. We've established it's not that great. You have the best Kermit the Frog by a mile. But going back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So last segment, Jeremy, who's frantically explaining something to Tony in the back.
Can we get a shot of them just frantically talking about something that has nothing to do with what we're talking about?
Yeah, so just
Jeremy's still mad
frantically
at me,
talking.
so
Yeah, so
he doesn't have his headphones on.
What was the question?
no, we were saying how last segment you said that you're scared about the bear being too hyped, and therefore like these later seasons won't be as good. I think every show should do the Ted Lasso formula. Like
Blow your load first season?
no, 3 to 5. No, but season 2 of Ted Lasso was great.
Yeah, I thought season 2 was really
Yeah,
good.
but 3 to 5 seasons. That's it. We're done here.
Well, calling it a wrap early is the move. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying.
now we're not in a space where network, at least as often, where these are like network shows where they have to go on because the network will do anything for the advertising money and the eyeballs. Like, you can call it early. Mike Schur did this with The Good Place. Like that show could have kept going
was
for a lot
5
longer.
5 seasons, right?
That was 4 seasons, and they decided to wrap it up because they knew the story was over. Schitt's Creek, same deal. They wrapped it before, even at the height of popularity.
Jeremy looks like he's 2 feet tall on TV.
Yeah, it's really horrible.
The worst is when I stand over on Billy's side and they take the long shot.
we're not. It's not. It's like that much of a difference.
Jerry's 4.5 feet tall,
I mean, I'm short.
but I look 6'10" here.
What show
Short Kings,
got
baby.
it perfectly right? Give me a show that just nailed it with the perfect amount of seasons. They had the last episode right, just the perfect arc. What show? It's not the best show ever. Just what show nailed it in terms of just timing?
Breaking Bad had 5 seasons.
Breaking Bad would be mine.
They actually planned on ending after the 3rd season, but AMC said, you know what? Let's keep going.
But they did a good job with season 4 and 5 then.
Yeah.
Because I loved Californication that was on Showtime. And you could tell that show was written for 4 seasons. And then the last 3 seasons were just like, woof. Like even the end of season 4, he's driving into the sunset. Like it's clearly over. And then you can tell it's like, hey, we're making crazy money. We got to bring you back. And then it was just like a poop show after that.
All right, let's get to Jeremy's story.
Jeremy?
He just
Oh,
walked
just
out.
left out.
just missed out.
Hey,
no, pick it now.
We'll get to it
Jeremy!
later. We'll get to it
New
later.
York story.
We'll get to it later. We'll get to it later. It's fine.
I don't know.
He's
if we're-
taking care of business though.
I don't know
There's
if we're
a
gonna
lot
have
of stuff
time.
that's
I
happening.
don't know if we're gonna have
Okay.
time.
TCBing?
Yeah, he's
That's another
TCB.
thing I hate when people say.
You hate TCB? I'm a TCB guy.
Let's go over things people say
Sayings you hate.
that just bother us.
I love TCB.
me likey.
That sucks.
Get that out of my life.
That's-
I hate when people say, I did a thing. Shut up.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
I did a thing.
kind of an I did a thing guy.
I don't like it.
I feel like Mike's an I did a thing guy.
I can be.
I mean, he
Not
always
you.
does things.
Mike
oh,
Ryan.
Mike, you got to specify.
My bad.
Yeah. What do I hate? I don't know. I hate a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Me and you, Roy, are like that. Yeah.
Roy, what do you hate? When
Haters?
people say to you.
I just hate when people talk to me.
Oh, okay.
I talk to you all the time.
Good thing you're
Except for
in,
you, Lucy.
good thing you're in this business.
Yeah, communications mate. Guy.
Major.
Yeah, major.
Loser.
No, I'm the one that talks. So there you go.
Oh.
Also, I think Taylor said earlier. I think Taylor said this to me. He was like, "Me thinks."
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I know you don't like that.
Taylor,
It's bad grammar.
why would he say that?
Me and Taylor were going through things that were
Pirate language.
yeah.
Any pirate language I'm out of.
Yes.
Me and Taylor were going through
Arr.
a thing of like, what are the most common nothing comments you see on sports posts on Instagram? I think we talked about this with
Yeah.
Lucy
Ooh,
too.
top 5.
Yeah, like one of them was. Oh, we can do a top 5. Well, but then I have to put built different was the first one.
Thank you.
Yeah, built different is the first one.
But you have to have
Stupid.
the smoke out of the nose
the
emoji.
smoke out of the nose,
Yeah.
or like
Where you're like-
yeah, built different is one.
Like a bull.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, putting the league on notice is
Ooh,
another
that's a
one
good one.
that always comes
Please.
up. Yeah, putting the
Just
league
the
on
eye
notice.
emoji.
Yeah,
Like
just the eyes, the eye emoji.
Mm.
What else is there?
I was gonna say like the it factor. I don't feel like people use
It
that
factor
much,
works.
though.
It
That's just
factor
like a
works. When
cliche.
when
the
Lance
X Factor.
yeah when Lance Stevenson was really good, a lot of people put Born Ready.
that's his nickname though.
Yeah, I know, but because of him, everybody started using it. Or he is him. I'm him. That's a big one.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I'm him is a really
could never
popular
be
one.
stupid.
Yeah,
Hemi Butler.
Hemi Butler. That's right.
Yeah.
That took off.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there?
I'm just so excited. Football's almost here, guys.
So
Still
close.
baseball.
What is it?
season.
49
It's
days.
not baseball season. Baseball
It is
season had about a
absolutely
week and a half. Now it's over.
It's
You got
July.
smoked on that conversation, Tony. By the way, like Hard Knocks is such a better show to get hyped.
You can believe that. That's
Like you're
true.
showing me highlights from last year for the quarterback thing. Like, why do I
Guy,
care?
it's not
Guy.
highlights from last year. It's the storyline of what happened last year, so you know the outcome. But now
last
you get
year.
to see behind the scenes
I
of
know
what
the
happened.
outcome. There's no suspense. There's no drama.
It's not about the suspense. The suspense is what they're doing at home after,
And plus
or
I'm
how
all-
they're preparing.
I'm
Does
learning
Mariota
about, like,
hit? Does that does the whole? Are you just into Mahomes? Like, are you?
no.
tuning-
I'm into Kirk Cousins. Is why I'm watching. That's
But
more
like
so-
does,
He has beautiful eyes.
does Mariota work on the show? Because that's the one people look at and they're like,
he's a bit starch, but that's okay. But it goes to show like he got married to his college sweetheart. They got together at Oregon because she was from Hawaii, so was he. She played soccer, he played football. It goes to show you like their relationship. The whole thing is cool.
Are they purposely getting some, like, did they do it on purpose where it's like, here's one
3
quarterback
different tiers?
who's
Maybe.
like down here, Kirk Cousins, middle of the road guy, and then that feels purposeful.
Maybe next year they get, let's say, Josh Allen.
If you right now were the curator for the show,
Get my 3
who's your
quarterbacks?
next 3?
I'd probably go Josh Allen 1 at like the top tier level.
I'd probably go Joe Burrow over Josh Allen. I know this is your game. Sorry for playing it. Continue.
Okay, we can trade off.
Well, you got to cycle like the top 4 guys,
Joe
right?
Burrow just seems kind of like Joe Cool. I don't know. He just seems interesting.
I think he'd
to
be
me.
better on TV than Mahomes.
Yeah.
No, Mahomes is good. The thing is, you don't know.
Well,
Mahomes
the thing
is good.
the off-field stuff, I feel like Burrow would be more interesting than because on-field stuff, I feel Mahomes is going to be like second to none.
Is it all football? Like, does Mahomes address like his brother at all?
They don't really talk about his brother. It's more of his relationship with his wife,
Yeah.
his kids. She gets pregnant and has a kid during the season.
That was cool to see that clip because I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to of like
Get into it.
Mahomes. I'm not going out. And then his wife, like, get him out of there. He's hurt. Like the juxtaposition of the guy on the field wanting to stay in the game and the wife in there just like, oh no, his life.
It
Like,
humanizes the quarterback so well because you think it's just the glamour position of you get to touch the ball every week or every game and every play and you throw and you have all this success, but it goes deeper in showing you how they prepare. And Kirk Cousins is like, dude, I'm doing a final prep for a final exam every week. I have 60 plays that I have to memorize. Not only know what I'm looking for, but what the defense is doing, what every position group is doing on the field. I have to learn that every single week because every single week is different. The game plan is different. So it goes deeper than what Hard
I mean,
Knocks
it's the
does.
same 60 plays. Just
No,
in
because
different
they
orders.
changed the verbiage on it.
But it only goes
Every
deeper
week?
for one
Yeah.
position. Like it only goes deeper for one position. Like that's the thing. You
yeah,
don't
but
really.
guy, I don't care about the backup defensive
Are you,
tackle.
are you yearning for guard?
No, but I'm.
He
but,
wants the interesting
But I like
guard.
the
I love the
person.
idea of like
I like the
like,
personalities leading up to this. He's
Mike,
like, I already
you
know who
don't-
Patrick Mahomes is.
Mike,
like,
no,
yeah,
but you
he's
don't
great.
know who he is.
That's an odd take
outside of the,
that
the
you're
field.
like not interested
But
in
like,
Mahomes
but
of that group.
the whole argument is the build up to the season, right? Like
Yeah,
I'm
in
getting
Hard
built up
Knocks.
in Hard Knocks. I'm
And,
in
but you're
training
just
camp.
like, but
There's
that's
drama.
why it's not Hard Knocks. It's different.
No, I know, but Tony's argument
You
was
stop
it's
watching
better
Hard
than
Knocks
Knocks.
after 2 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
not true. That is so far.
I tuned out with the
Chris,
Lions.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I tuned out after.
I think that's more of a Lions problem than a Hard
No,
Knocks
because the
problem.
Lions are exciting. You have Jamal Williams who's crying. You got Man Campbell. Like that's an exciting team.
Yeah.
I haven't watched.
You didn't know they were
Dude.
exciting until after the season because
Okay,
they sucked
and they
in
were good
2021.
this year. And they were good this year.
I know, but I didn't know that when I was watching Hard Knocks.
I'm not even sure what we're arguing right now.
He's arguing that Hard Knocks is better, and I'm telling you, quarterback's better.
It's
That's fine.
definitely better. And
Okay, so I would have Josh Allen. I'd follow Josh Allen around. I'd probably follow somebody like.
Lamar Jackson.
But the thing is he too good to be
That's
that
too
middle
top tier,
that middle
right?
guy?
You're doing the.
I'm
tier
doing the
thing.
middle thing.
he would
yeah.
have to take the Josh Allen spot. Is what you're
I would take maybe like a Derek Carr
I'd want Aaron,
transitioning to a new
Derek Carr's good.
yeah,
or I'd
new
want
team.
Aaron Rodgers this year would be a good one.
Yeah, but he'd never do it.
And then
true.
who's your bottom guy?
I don't know. Peyton Manning's the one running it. You can call him.
My bottom guy, I'd probably take somebody like Daniel Jones or
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo, maybe. That'd be actually a pretty cool one.
What quarterback is like a spot starter this year who probably won't be the starter next year, but they have him this year?
Heineke.
He's not a starter. It'd be
He's
Baker.
a spot starter.
Well,
you
no,
just
no.
asked me spot starter.
No, but he's not a starter.
Mike
Like
White.
Mariota went into the season as a starter for the Falcons. Who's going in as a starter that will likely be replaced next season is my question.
Oh, Baker.
Baker might be one.
CJ Stroud. I don't know.
Who's in San Francisco? You don't even know. Pettit. No, what's his name?
Purdy.
Purdy.
Brock
There you go.
Purdy.
Yeah.
Iowa Hawkeye.
Purdy's a good one.
Not
There's a
Hawkeye.
pretty good
Not a
chance.
Hawkeye?
he's
Oh,
replaced.
he was a Cyclone.
Iowa State. Yeah,
whatever.
State.
Iowa, same thing.
Oh, get him, Lucy.
I say state of Iowa, all the same.
All the same. Oh boy.
Honestly, you do have a point there, though.
Thank you.
I'm kind of interested. Do you have any fun facts about Iowa?
Yes, the world's largest frying pan is there.
That sounds like something that Jess's cousin or whatever
A
went,
roadside attraction.
Yeah.
went to
There's
go
a
tour
lot
the
of
country
those.
and she saw that.
Was it actually used?
No, it's just there.
damn.
Yeah, it's a roadside attraction. They also have like the world's largest strawberry. And that's
How do they
there.
keep it fresh?
It's not a real strawberry. It's just like a
So then it's
So
just
it's
a
kinda-
statue.
So it's just a
Plastic
statue.
then.
yeah, it's a statue of a strawberry that I would totally put
World's
in my
largest
apartment.
So it's the
Fake
world's
strawberry.
largest
Exactly.
statue of a strawberry.
Yeah.
Right.
What if I'm going to
Important.
Iowa this week?
Oh, good luck.
No, it's just if I was.
Why would you?
If I
Did you
was,
lose a bet?
like, what's the food Rex? Like, what's the good food there? Like, what?
Rex.
You have to just
Add
like
that to the list.
go.
Love a good Rex.
Rex.
Like,
Ooh, good Rex.
Honestly, the
deets.
best thing to do is like not even like go out
That
to a
too.
restaurant, but the produce and the meat there is so good.
Oh, right, like the
I'm not a
farming
pork
stuff.
chop girly,
Right.
but the best pork chops I've ever had in my life in Iowa.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Oh, and corn. Duh.
Where she got her best pork chop ever. You're like, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I don't know about
like,
that.
she's telling you where her best pork chop
No,
was
she
ever.
said the best pork chop
Well,
ever.
I think she,
I don't know about that.
So we all know I just moved here.
How's that going?
I
No
don't have
way.
any friends. I have 0 friends outside of you guys.
You got one across. Yeah.
Outside of you guys.
Yeah.
But we don't really hang out outside of work.
Yeah,
Because you all live far away.
It's not a
Oh, that's
personal
your
thing.
fault.
We don't hang out with
Yeah.
each other either, really.
Yeah.
I hung out with Chris once outside of work before I started working here.
Yeah.
I see Lewis every day almost.
Okay, well, sick invite.
Well, it's usually here though.
You live close to me.
Well, I see you
Yeah.
every day too.
Well,
Then,
let's hang
by
out.
that math.
All right, well, no
So I don't have any friends outside of Jess, who has hung out with me outside of work. I have to make more friends, so I'm on Bumble BFF.
Oh, is this like an app
What?
just
I
for
love it.
friends?
Yeah.
That sounds not good. If
I
you want me
well,
to be honest.
no, it does sound bad.
What's the creep ratio?
It's not creepy because most of it is just
Gotta be loaded.
It's always creepy.
Gotta
No,
be
it's
loaded.
not.
No, it has to be. It
I'm-
has to.
Hey, I just want to be your friend.
Yeah,
Well, it's
and
all-
then you
it's
get
all
that
women.
shit.
It's all women
No,
on
yeah,
the
that's
it's
yeah.
all
Oh.
women.
Until
There
you
are
meet them
no
at a
men.
Starbucks and
Yeah.
they're 53 years old with hairy arms and yeah.
So I have
Bumble does a good job.
I have some stories with it. So I did Bumble BFF when I first moved to LA, and I'm a pro at it. I like am such a success story. My best friend in the whole world I met off Bumble BFF, which is crazy. I got like 4 really solid friends out of it, but I'm doing it right now in Miami, and it's tough because
Is it a
it's
swipe situation?
Yeah, so you
So
swipe.
you see people and you're like, oh, she seems nice.
Yeah. And so I was talking to Jeremy about it earlier today because a girl unmatched me.
It made me very
unmatched
sad.
me.
Unmatched you.
And-
Maybe she hates our show.
And I
Is our
don't-
show in your bio at all?
no,
Okay,
so
good.
like my profile
Maybe
is
she hates
intense.
Iowa.
Okay, good, because that means she was rejected for her merits and
just
not
for
because
her.
of the show.
Well, so in LA, when I first got there, I made like this one friend right off the bat, Rossi. I'm going to say her name.
Yeah.
She ghosted me.
Classic
and it
Rossi.
hurts so bad.
Wait, like you became friends with her and now at this point she's ghosting you?
She ghosted me. She was stopped like responding to my texts.
Long
When?
distance
How long were you
friendship?
friends?
We were we hung out like 4 or 5 times.
And then she just stopped
And then
hanging
she
out
just
with you?
stopped like
How
responding.
hot would you rank these? Were these good hangs?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We went to a comedy show together, and it was like I got free tickets, so
Were you
she didn't have to
excited before you
pay.
went?
I was really excited.
Wow.
we would go out and grab like drinks and dinner, and I thought we had a good vibe going.
Yeah.
Because like when you're on the dating app scene, if it doesn't vibe, you're like, oh, maybe
Yeah. I mean,
the
I don't know
romantic.
because I've never been on a dating
Yeah.
app, but yeah.
You can be like, the romantic like element wasn't there, but when you're on a friend date,
afraid, yeah.
you're just like, you just don't want to be my friend.
Mystery freight. Do you like how does this work? Like is it like as awkward as a blind date? Like it's
Pretty
just as
much.
awkward. Like is
So-
there anything that makes it less awkward? Like
I had someone expire, so I don't want to like show any of these people's
yeah.
faces.
I'm seeing 4
but-
You're already doing it though.
Yeah.
You're already doing
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay.
You're failing incredibly.
You
Screenshot that and
can't,
zoom
you
in.
can't see any of their last names. I don't know them.
Right.
I saw them.
But
boy.
so
There's
you
a
have
Gonzalez
these,
there.
you swipe. So you'll
is Miami.
go on the
That's
main
just guessing in
thing, and
Miami.
you'll swipe.
oh wow.
It's literally
Betty.
just like a dating app.
What's Maddie doing? that picture?
Maddie's 26. She didn't put any work into this
Wow.
profile, so
Wow.
I have.
See, do you judge based off the amount of work that's done on the profile? Because I think there would probably be different qualifications for the amount of work you'd expect done by someone you want to be your friend versus someone where you were just on Bumble pursuing a romantic interest.
So I have a list of things that I look out for on these profiles.
Do you have a top 5?
We can make it a top 5.
I mean, if you're not putting any effort in your profile, you're not going to put any
Yeah.
effort in your friendship.
And it's like I don't need you. Mine's a PowerPoint. Mine's insane. But I don't
You're
need you
great.
to do the full like.
Big friend app expert over here, Roy
Yeah.
Bellamy.
No, that's
You would
just
love-
life, generally.
But like if you can't put a bio in there, how am I supposed to know anything about you?
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't have a bio, that's a red flag. If they have a Snapchat filter picture, red flag. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If there's like more than one mention of Taylor Swift in there, no.
This should be a top 5.
What's the
This
green
should-
flags?
This should be a top
Give me the
5.
green flags now. Like what are you looking at and you're like, I
Top
wanna be
5
friends
green
with this
flags.
Top 5 green
Starting
flags.
with a 5.
5 if there's any sort of joke in there,
Oh, yeah.
which I'll be honest, the Miami friend dating scene is not the best.
I
I have
can-
not seen many funny gals on there,
That's true.
but it's okay.
A little
It's
self-deprecating,
tough.
maybe.
Yeah, something like anything with that. If it's not a serious profile, then that's good. But like not in the sense of funny where I'm like, this is more of a red flag. But if I see therapy talk on there, no.
Thok.
Fuck.
We're okay with therapy around here. By the
We
way.
love
If you're-
therapy.
Big
We
respect
love
therapy
no,
talk
Just
on
don't be
your
bragging
page.
about your
love-
therapy.
Make
Do
sure your
therapy.
mental health
Yeah.
is straight.
Do therapy, but don't brag about
We
it.
love it, but I don't need it on your friend profile.
Yeah, not at the beginning. I'm just
I don't
trying to be
really
your
care
friend.
that
you know?
much.
Yeah, I don't.
Just trying to be a buddy.
We're not gonna dive right in.
Yeah, I gotta go on at least a 4th friend date before you start like unpacking all your like dad
Trauma,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Me and my best friend in LA, we like trauma dumped the first time we met, and we became good friends.
On
but it
Bumble?
wasn't. Yeah,
I
but it
don't
wasn't
suggest
in-
to do this with everybody.
But it wasn't in the app. Like her profile was just like she looked fun. If all your photos are modeling photos,
this is number 4.
Oh.
4. Well, these are just red flags. They're very hard green.
Oh yeah,
hard
that's
to
true.
find green.
Let's do the red
anyway.
flags.
Okay, all modeling photos? No, no.
Guys, I'm getting the idea for a future mystery crate where we do like a friend dating show where we bring in like find 4
could do
women, like, and she's like, she can't see them, and it's like, what would you guys do?
This is a great
This is
idea.
this is a great idea.
I messaged this one girl and she asked me to get coffee, which I was like, yeah, but she hasn't responded. So I'm a little.
Ooh, are you nervous?
Yeah, it's always really weird because I'm good at talking to people. So I can like go into this and be like completely fine, normal. And I usually just like, hey, I've done this before. I've made really good friends out of it and like kind of ease the tension. But there have been a few times where I've gone on a friend date and you're like, oh my God, are we not compatible?
You ever
This
done the
is
I gotta go to the bathroom
weird.
and then Audi 5000?
I've never done that, but it'll be like, you'll just like walk.
Audi
Like I went
5000.
to like a
Audi
food
5000.
truck thing
Is
with
that
a
another
girl.
thing you guys hate when people say?
I
like,
love
I love
Audi
it. I like
5000.
it.
I'm here for
I
Audi
like it.
5000.
What is this,
Love Audi
1991?
5000.
I like it.
It's a go-to for me.
I think it's great.
I'm trying to think of like what a good excuse could be to get out of like I gotta
Shit.
man my
Oh, you have
dishwasher
you have
is
a
broken.
built-in excuse. You got
My
a daughter.
kid, yeah.
Yeah, built in.
what's like a good
Wow.
icebreaker like when you're within the first minute of sitting down at this friend date?
I
It's like,
usually
what's up? How's life?
it just
What
starts
do
with
you do?
like
Hey, you.
it always starts with like this is so awkward, right? Like this
Yeah.
is like just address how weird it is at first, and then I usually find something that I'm like, oh my God, those are really cool shoes.
Did you hear about this girl
Or-
that was almost kidnapped?
Yeah, like I could totally do that. Like usually
Start
like
comparing TikTok algorithms, maybe.
100%. Like it's very easy
Yeah.
to do.
So it's just conversating with
It's
someone.
you're just talking to somebody, but you're like
Conversing?
it's a weird situation because you've never met.
Let's get
and
Roy
you're
on a
like-
friend date on a friend
You
app.
have
I don't need
yeah.
any. Thanks.
Okay.
Come on.
Well,
I'm
thanks.
good.
Not all of us are as lucky as you, Roy.
That would be a good profile. That would be funny. A funny profile for
Would be
a
Roy.
bio would be I don't need any
I
friends.
don't need any
I
friends.
have
on a
enough
friend
friends. Thanks.
on a friend app.
I'm just looking at the market to remind myself why I don't need.
What
any
if it said
friends.
blow it out your ass? And that was the bio.
Oh, I would.
Different kind of app.
Hey,
That's a regular Bumble.
this guy gets it.
It's a journey. The very first Bumble BFF date I went on, it was a bad one. It was a pyramid scheme girly, and she was trying to get me to like invest in her vegan hair care brand.
MLM.
Yeah, it was like literally just like a tactic, and I was like, I'm really just trying to make friends out here, and I really don't want to invest in this. And she was really nice, but I almost quit, but I'm glad I didn't.
I'm feeling insecure about you already being on an app looking for friends. Are we failing as coworkers?
yeah,
Are we?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you guys all live far away, and we're
Yeah.
all in very different
Yeah.
life
Well,
stages.
these guys don't have the excuses.
Well,
They're more
but-
Miami people.
So I thought about this in my last job, which was a lot of people that were more around Lucy's age and like are in their mid 20s. And of course, at that stage in life, you're more willing to go out and have fun after work and stuff. But now a lot of the guys in here are older with children and they live far. So it's tough to, you know.
I'm here for you, Lucy.
Thank
You haven't
you.
Still
done
in my
shit,
20s.
Jeremy.
I haven't done anything. I'm sorry.
I'll grab a
You've been
drink.
so nice to me.
I'll grab a drink after work someday. Like I'm down to hang. It's got to be like I don't want to do a rush hour. So it's got to be an early work day.
Yeah.
It's gotta
Get
be
out of
quick.
here around 1 or 2.
But
One
you can
drink
do
at There's a
least.
bar
When does
here.
that happen?
Yeah, but you can do the
Never.
happy hour thing, then you're leaving after rush hour. Then you got to hang around till 5.
After
The-
5?
The way our
have to
hours
hang out
are
till 8.
is yeah. Well, no, but you got
To get out of traffic?
No, because happy hour starts at 4.
But Chris,
So
we're
you gotta
Brightline
be-
boys,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can handle it.
I'm
Everybody
good
should
for-
just come hang out
I'm
at the
good to
bar
grab
at
a
Brightline.
lunch. Let's
That's
grab a
sad.
lunch after work one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever you want.
Why don't we?
that's so
why don't
nice.
we all go to that Julian Henry's place that Amin and Tony talked about?
It's good
because that's walkable, right?
It's
That's like
it is very walkable. The problem is it's very tight. So I don't know if there's there's 6 of us here. If we invite a couple other people, it ends up being like 10, 12. Very tight spot.
I've thought about that because I talked about it. I'm just gonna say it. Cougs, I've had conversations with where he's just like, yeah, no one really ever. You guys don't get together after we just like that's like I wouldn't take it personal.
It's Billy's fault.
We've always kind of had and maybe it is. I think it is like the core of us.
100% is.
It's
you
like
guys'
Billy. It's like our core.
It's the OGs.
We just like we've always kind of had we all get along, but it's like we go home after. I don't know. We see each other so much that it's I don't know. Man, it's our fault. I'm looking at you and I feel bad that we failed you, and I'm gonna try to be better.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Are you
Thank
crying?
you.
Oh, she's crying.
A little.
That's
It's
nice.
really nice.
How
You
nice
guys
am I?
come from a different work environment is what it is because you guys are so old and washed. It's from a
True.
time
That's
when
true.
Oh, kiss
people
my
didn't
ass,
want
washed.
camaraderie.
So are you and Craig Minervini just like getting a bunch of beers for these games or something?
No,
Oh,
we're
okay.
not. No, what I'm saying, I mean, that's also a washed sports environment. My point would be that it's about, me and Lucy, of course, in our 20s.
The youths.
Yeah, the youths around here. We understand the forward-thinking workplace. This is a different time in America where we want camaraderie both in
This
the
is so
office
much
and outside.
therapy.
of
Again,
the
you
office.
haven't done shit with Lucy.
Exactly.
You haven't done
You've
Me and
done
Lucy,
nothing.
cutting it
Talking
up.
a lot of shit back there,
Done
man.
literal nothing.
I'm really just trying to sprint.
It's just a vessel for him to say he's young.
And he's 29. You're like right there. On
I'm
the,
28.
hell.
Okay,
Sorry.
don't age me.
A vessel. It's another word I don't like when people use. Like,
A vessel.
It's a vessel for something. It's like that's just-
Moist. You don't like moist?
Ugh.
I love moist.
I also
Oh,
like.
yeah. Hell sound over there?
yeah!
I also hate constant talk about people's signs.
Signs?
Yeah,
that
like I
shit
get it
is
if you're into
Big
like
Ricky Williams guy.
whatever, damn you, Chris. Whatever, I get it that you're into it and stuff, but to always have it pressed upon me as the
To be your
explanation for
personality?
everything is
Yeah.
like, yeah, we get it, dude. Your parents were horny in this time frame, and now that defines you your whole
I don't
life.
like. I'm agree. I agree. I don't like it that it's just like, oh, are you a Gemini? Like you do something and
Oh,
they're
they're like,
responding.
oh, yeah.
It's like no, I'm not actually.
No, it's like,
Right.
Oh, I
Explains
mean,
everything.
my bad.
oh, you're this. Now I know everything about you. It's like you literally met me 13 seconds ago.
Right.
Yeah.
In LA, like that would be one of the intro questions where they'd be like, "Hey,
What's your sign?
yeah, where are you from? What's your sign?" Was always the first
What
one.
year is it?
It's crazy. I know my sign and I know my traits, but I don't know any of the others.
Lucy and I have the same sign, and we are complete and utter opposites of each
Yeah.
other.
So
But
clearly,
deep down, you're the
No, you
same.
guys are the same.
Roy, we know you're just a ball of energy.
I am most certainly not a ball of energy. No. Zero. Look at me. No energy.
Let's all just go to sleep right now.
That's a great idea.
Roy would have a great like voice for one of those apps that helps you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like if you do it like low.
Do it right now. Send us to sleep.
Well, the Florida Panthers made the Stanley Cup
All
Finals.
right.
Hockey does put me to sleep.
That makes me
sometimes, yeah.
snore.
So I'm not going to be here next week.
No.
Yeah, thanks.
Is that the reaction you wanted?
Honestly, that's about the reaction that I expect the audience has.
Damn, I had your New York story slated for next week too.
For next
Oh,
week.
that's too
But
bad.
we can get to it before the end of the
Some people
segment.
were saying, let's
yeah,
go.
try it.
Let's go. Let's go somewhere else for the week. So my family
They're just saying go.
So my family's been involved in a camp down here in South Florida for the last 30 plus years. It's called Camp Fiesta. It's a 9-day sleepaway summer camp for children with cancer. It's super, super wonderful. I'm very, very grateful to be part of it. And what's really awesome is that now at this point, myself and my brother are counselors at this camp, but we are two of, I believe there are 3 or 4 of us left remaining who, family have been involved for a long time. That the rest of the counselors are former campers who were kids with cancers themselves, who beat cancer and are now grown adults living their lives in South Florida. It's really, really awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
And
Where do they go? How do people help out?
Yeah, at the risk of being a look at me, Louie, please consider.
Not the greatest.
There's
one.
nothing-
Can't toss that up to me.
Well, I figured I'd put it out there. But at that risk, please consider checking out the website, campfiesta.com. It's a bit outdated, but there is an opportunity there to donate.
Tony will match any donation.
Not to be looking at me, Louis. I'll pledge $500 right now.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's beautiful, and you're gonna make
I
me
was like
cry.
going for a
You
joke.
like that one?
You're like,
Tony.
you like that one?
I'll
Make
give
me
I'll
cry.
give $500 right now.
Tony's an
Show
amazing
me
person.
the receipt afterwards.
Dude,
I will. I'll
wonderful.
100% do it.
All
That's
right.
beautiful. Thank you for that.
You know what?
I really am gonna cry. That's really cool.
I'm gonna do that too.
Attaboy! Let's go.
Guys- If you see my,
What's
That
the
is-
goal? Do
there
you
are
guys have
tears
like
in
a
my eyes
goal?
right now.
Like what?
No, I was only mentioning it purely out of the hope of just like getting things going. It's been hard the last couple of years because with COVID and everything, the camp has gotten significantly smaller as a result. You know, a lot of wary parents who are understandably concerned about sending their kids who are going through cancer treatment, you know, out into anywhere right now. And so the last few years, it's been a little more difficult. We didn't have camp for a couple of years. And so we're sort of back in that fundraising mode to make sure that the next 35 years are as great as the previous 35 years have been. So Tony and Chris, thanks, man, because you guys are helping to get off to the right start.
If 40 people donate and send screenshots of it, Jeremy will cry live on air. when he returns.
I thought you were going to say you were going to take your shirt off.
I feel like 100 people. donate.
Cannonball.
No, I mean, look, guys, nobody has to do anything. If you have any sort of
It's a great
leftover
cause.
money lying around, it is a good cause. I promise it's going to the right places because I am not in charge of the money and where it goes, but I know every single event that we do. And the biggest thing is that a lot of these kids come from underprivileged backgrounds where so many of them were getting, through the organization that initially ran Camp Fiesta, were getting medical expenses during their treatment covered. So to be able to do this, we send every single kid to camp for free. We take them to Universal and Islands of Adventure. We take them to Disney World, and we hang out around in South Florida. So this is super cool, and you guys are wonderful for doing
Tony
that.
just cost me $500. Sweet.
It's an investment.
No, I'm kidding. I'm happy to do it, and everybody that can should.
Thanks, guys. It's wonderful. How about South Florida supporting each other? Look at that.
Look at Lucy.
Say the link one more time.
Lucy's very moved.
It's really sweet. I'm
No,
gonna
this is
donate
super
too.
cool. This is super cool.
$500. I just moved, but I'm gonna donate.
She's very cash poor right now.
I mean, she just moved here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Miami is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Could have done 200, Tony.
Knock that thing down, man.
Was that in my ear? Or was that on there?
No, that was on air. It was on air.
Definitely on air.
Thank you guys for letting me mention it. I know it put a big
Couple of
hey, what do
mentions.
we talk about now?
Sweet.
But yeah, you guys
Yeah, we got
are
you
mentions
subjects
for
Mentions.
for your donations. Super wonderful. campfiesta.com. Or if not, you can just DM me and we can figure it out.
All right, very good.
Anywho, what else do we talk about?
I don't know. Lucy?
I saw.
Did you put your phone down because you weren't paying attention?
I was going to campfiesta.com.
You were
Okay.
talking earlier about like something extremely rude that you experienced in Miami.
I've been having a tough time adjusting here.
Oh,
I
that's
don't.
bad.
I
A
don't.
lot of people do.
yeah,
honestly.
I don't think this is the friendliest city in the world. I'm
It's
just going
not.
to come
It's
out
not.
and say
No.
it.
No.
And
I mean, look at Roy.
you've been very nice to me, Roy. Don't
Roy's
listen
from
to
Broward.
them.
Yeah.
But I saw something in a
go
store
fuck
that I
yourself.
like. I couldn't believe it. Just the level of like, how dare you? I saw someone let their dog shit in a Marshall's and left it there.
What?
Just walked away.
That's wild.
That is an all-timer. I saw somebody's
great.
dog shit.
In a Marshall's. I've never seen like shitting. Like, so my girl used to live in this building that was.
Shit at a Marshall.
No, not. And every time the elevator would come up or down at least once, it would be covered in dog piss. And they would just leave it. And I'm like, why? But yeah, but the Marshalls is that's
No, you don't do it in a Marshall.
That's crazy.
You do it in a TJ Maxx. You don't do it in a Marshall.
yeah. And a TJ Maxx, no, listen, TJ Maxx is like the higher end of those stores.
What,
You can
Ross?
do it in a Ross. No, dude, Ross is
Ross is
insane.
the-
Every time I go into a Ross, it's like a nuclear weapon went off. There's just shit
No,
everywhere.
no. The worst is Burlington Coat Factory.
Well, no, I feel
Them
like
Watch your
Burlington.
mouth.
Dude, Amin showed me this bit one time of a guy, like, this is how employees in Ross like deal with the stuff. Go wide, Jason. Yeah. They'll be like, oh man, check this out. This is a great shirt. And they'll just like throw it. Like it's crazy how a Ross is. And then there's like a line of like 70 people waiting to buy all their stuff. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I would put Ross at the bottom, but I've never been to Burlington Coat Factory, so I can't.
It's got the same level of explosive clothes everywhere, and people that are really upset with their lives and do not like their jobs. It's kind of the same.
No store. None of these stores
Well said.
have longer racks than Burlington Coat Factory.
That is true.
I'm telling you,
400
Sawgrass Mall, Burlington Coat Factory. You can start a rack and start like, you go through shirts. You're like looking through shirts. I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. It's like 100 yards.
Yeah, no,
There's a shirt rack that is 100 yards.
you will spend the whole day getting through half the store, and then you got to come back the
and
second
half
day.
of it is like XLs.
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
the other half
Sweet
is
spot,
large.
though.
Oh yeah, love it.
Just
There's
trying to
nothing
find a
like a good.
jacket.
I will walk up to that cash register with like 13 shirts.
And they're all $10.
Yeah, and they're all $7.99.
Yeah, exactly.
All
$7.99
Calvin Klein.
with a big red tag. Yeah. Oh, what a time!
Nothing like a deal.
Ah.
When I go clothes shopping and I see like 40% off, I'm like,
I thought you were gonna say nothing like shitting in Marshall. So I don't know
I've
why.
never
That's
shit
like
in
in my head.
public place.
So
that.
like
It's
you
disgusting.
saw it in the act, like you saw it happen, or you just saw the shit there?
Saw the shit, saw the dog and the person walking away.
Oh
like
my
out the door. They didn't stop.
Yeah, they knew they had to get out.
You could smell it. It was the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen.
That's,
Dude, welcome to my apartment complex. That happens like 3 times a week. I have to step over shit all the time.
yeah, but not in the middle of a store.
No, but at my house, where my wife sleeps, where my kids play with their toys. My home.
Why is there a dog shitting in your home?
Anybody have that reference or no?
Oh, sorry.
Give me a second. No.
Roy, you mentioned it
I mentioned this.
this week. Yeah, you mentioned the movie, the trilogy, earlier this week.
Oh, Godfather.
It's Godfather.
Okay,
When
yeah.
the assassination attempt on Michael.
But he wasn't
Yeah.
talking
So
about
it's
a dog
not
shitting in
Vince
his
Vaughn.
house.
No,
but two different
I
things.
continue to go.
Yeah.
I
That's
get
okay.
all
I
my
respect it.
I get all my Godfather references from You've Got Mail.
What is that?
What, by Dave Chappelle?
No, wait,
Like the movie.
and You've Got Mail.
What is
The
You've Got
movie
Mail?
Tom
with
Hanks.
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan
He's
and
like
Dave Chappelle's
always
his
like
friend. Yeah.
he's always like quote. He's like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday,
Oh.
Wednesday, and there's just like a scene where he's talking about The Godfather, and he's like, every instance in life, you can just go to a line from The Godfather. What should I do this weekend? And then he gives a line from like it's just like a minute scene from that movie where he references like 4 or 5.
I didn't know that was a
Godfather
movie.
So
lines.
that
I'd have
was
to look
your
it up.
limited fake Tom Hanks doing The Godfather?
Yes.
He's literally on his bed. He's like he's doing the face. What's that? The main character in
Don Corleone.
He's like Don
Yeah.
Corleone. He's like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. It's like whatever this line is in the movie. They like get the days wrong.
You know how good of an actor you have to be to make typing interesting?
Yeah, it's a good rom-com.
You know, out of all the gangster movies, I feel like Godfather is like my least favorite one.
So what's your most favorite one?
It's like probably Casino, even though I know it's not as good as like Goodfellas.
What about The Departed?
The Departed's good, and I like even though it's not a Goodfellas is good. The Departed, no, but I
Steve Martin also.
every time I think about Boston accent, I always think about Shutter
Oh, you
Island.
said that?
Oh, Shutter Island's a great
No,
movie.
but when Leonardo DiCaprio's like, "Excuse me, sir, we're both duly appointed federal marshals." I don't know why. That's that like
It's
just
so good.
pulled
People that
that
shit
one
on
out
that
of
movie
my ass.
are idiots.
Yeah.
That was a good over-the-top Boston.
It was a good
accent.
Leonardo DiCaprio over the top
Not
Boston
bad.
detective accent at a mental institution.
All right, Lucy, your top 3 favorite movies ever. We're still getting to know you.
We got to learn how to good call,
This is
Chris.
our Bumble BFF date with you.
Yeah,
That's
a good first
My
question
number
on it.
1 is Almost Famous.
Oh,
That's my favorite movie
Good
by
one.
far.
What movie is that?
Almost Famous.
Hold on.
It's so great. I don't know my 2 and 3.
Who's in that?
It's Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
It's like the story
It's
of
a good one.
It's a phenomenal movie. It's like-
Phenomenal.
yeah, for real. It's a story of like a kid journalist that gets to travel with a rock band, and it's like learning the life of rock stars and groupies. It's a great movie. I don't know what my 2 and 3 are though.
You don't have to make them like super, defined. Just what comes to the top of your head when you think about your favorite movies.
I don't know.
But this is a lot of
Oh, I
pressure
love-
because she knows we're going to judge her.
No.
I love the Dark Knight trilogy.
Great choice.
You can only
So
pick
that's
one.
3 movies. So you gotta
Okay,
pick
well
one.
then I'll go Dark Knight 2, Dark Knight Rises 3.
There you go.
Bam.
Oh, okay, there you go.
This shows me
Batman
that we
Begins,
are
huh?
actually near the same age because this impacted you like Dark Knight came out when you were probably going into 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, it was what, 08?
2009.
Yeah,
right?
08.
08, 09, yeah. I
So
was
it's
in
like
5th grade.
right at the age where you were finally able to watch movies like that and start to like understand them and also not be terrified by them, I imagine. And so
Are you speaking through?
I'm
your
speaking through
experience?
personal experience. Yeah,
Mike, does it hurt
absolutely.
that they said 5th or 6th grade in 2008 when you were
I was in 8th
heading the
grade.
movie theater at the Falls and I was probably
2008.
spilling something or
2008, I was like a year and a
Taking
half out of
candy?
college. No, I was already working at Gold TV at that time. So I was
I
like
was-
24.
I was working on the show already.
I was a junior
I was
in high school.
24.
Yeah, I was in 5th grade.
I
In
was a
2008, you were
sophomore
a
in high
junior in
school.
high school?
Yeah.
So you're
Oh wait, no.
No, what are you
no.
talking about, dude?
2008.
Junior college?
I was gonna say you're older than me.
yeah.
2008.
I'm sorry.
So when did you guys graduate high school?
I graduated high school in 05, and I did
That's
the
when
math
my
that
brain
that's where I
works.
started. But
2002
I was
over
like,
here.
I had a moment.
So happy this segment's
should have
over.
been a junior
Still
in
after
college.
that question.
Right.
Junior in college. Oh, junior high school. Yeah.
Should have been a junior. Was probably still a freshman. First year of college was rough for me.
Oh, that's right. The promo. Hey. What do you got, Roy?
Montgomery & Company. We got Ryan Coogler, who was the director of Black
Cougs.
Panther. He's also directing a Steph Curry documentary. Because Miami, we have Rachel Wolfson on the show. She's a comedian. She's actually a co-host on the show with Billy.
All right, Roy taking up all the remaining time. Cinephile, check it out.
Well, we got guests, so yeah.
MMA Hangout. Check it out. YouTube.
Jeremy?
Donate to Jeremy's camp.
Yeah, donate to
Camp
Camp Fiesta. CampFiesta.com.
CampFiesta.com,
I said
CampFiesta.com.
$50, right?
Yeah, $50 is what you said.
Someone hang out with Lucy, please.
Yeah, someone be my friend.
Okay, goodbye.